Because of the crisis and the care deficit, the government decided to make a more extensive use of this program. And this program passed from 17,000 places, free places, to 127,000 places. So it has increased by more than 10 times. I think that we can call this measure as an anti-poverty measure of the government. So it's not because the government said that we should make equality our first goal. It is a voucher provided to mothers and and targets the most vulnerable groups of social groups, the most vulnerable families. But because the middle classes were impoverished, they also benefited from this program. So this allows women to keep their jobs. So during the crisis, maternal employment has dropped less than employment among women without children. So this has helped mothers to keep their jobs. The programs helped, but this was not the first aim of this program. The first aim was to combat child poverty and cater for the middle classes who were impoverished. The municipalities have benefited from the public employment scheme that ran in parallel during the crisis. The new jobs in the municipalities that allowed the provision of care to more and more infants and young children. So it is a combination. The program of free access subsidized the costs, and the public employment scheme gave the opportunity to municipalities to fill vacancies without cost, which explains the success. The left government, which is in place since 2015, negotiated with the European Commission to be able to be exempt from the co-funding when receiving funds from the European structural funds. So it is during the first years of the new program period that 100% of this expenditure is covered by the European structural funds. So as you know, during the austerity period in Greece, we had to create primary surpluses. But we didn't want to increase public spending. We wanted to stabilize public spending in order to be able to create primary surpluses. And these expenditure, the expenditure for the program, for the public works scheme, do not count as expenditure because they are taken over by the European structural funds. So we have revenues and at the same time expenditure, and this equalize, so it's fiscally neutral. So all expenditure are fiscally neutral, so they don't they have no impact on public finance.